There we go, going live. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Douglas Attila Jamali, and I am the mole in the subversion thereof of the San Francisco uh, mayor's office. As a San Francisco sheriff in the San Francisco Sheriff's Air Squadron, I am, by that thereof, I was a commander in relief, in which all of the rest of the squadron disbanded and left me in charge as the San Francisco Sheriff's Air Squadron commander, no longer in relief. It is here when that happened, is when the mayor's office of San Francisco was subverted thereof, and they put me in charge there of being a sheriff that's unknown to anybody to go in there and find out what's going on as a law in the subversion thereof, as I said, the mayor's office, which then leads into the subversion thereof of the governor's office, and even further there to the presidency of the United States of America. So I'm here on this stage trying to make sure that our government, that now I believe is being run behind closed doors, since there's no duly elected official on this stage and no duly elected officials on other stages of America, I deem the United States of America government as being now, and has been, run behind closed doors. The reasons behind all of this, and start with thereof my declaration of war upon as one man upon his country, and due to the fact thereof, I found in San Francisco the use of non-indigenous, uh, non-indigenous parasitical life forms as weapons of mass destruction, i.e., lice and bed bugs, were being used to destroy hotels and their tenants by the introduction thereof into them, to try and destroy the businesses here of San Francisco in that arena with the introduction of this biological warfare. I myself am a victim of such and have documented as such and put that on my Facebook to show that all of you, this is real. They're putting bugs on people, chemical warfare and war. But we're going to restrain that to just that here for my declaration of war upon my own country as one man with the discovery thereof of biological weaponry being used in San Francisco against its citizens in a non-indigenous form, as I said before, as a weapon of mass destruction, and the penalty of, under the Geneva Convention, is death for the country and its people if not addressed. So there's a serious accusations I bring forth, and then thereof the declaration of war of, still being ignored, along with the acknowledgement thereof on my Facebook without even a question about and of war. So this leads into other things I'm not going to discuss here, and that may be the arena thereof of smallpox, which I will address again on this stage later here. Again, I say that the United States of America government is now being run behind closed doors, and I demand a public outcry upon this and an acknowledgement of this so that we all can get our government, as I am now, by the laws of the United States of America, its president, its governor of California, and the mayor of San Francisco, since no duly elected official has been made and brought forth, and that I now reside as a San Francisco Sheriff's Air Squadron commander, no longer in relief, answering only to the governor himself to instate thereof of what? New elections until such time I am that to make sure America gets its feet and its government back on track. So, since that seems to be a difficult proposition, I am now going to, as the largest property owner here in San Francisco, secede San Francisco County from the nation and the state here on this stage. Until such time you provide a duly elected official of San Francisco, I will remain such as the President of the United States of America, the Governor of California, and the Mayor of San Francisco, as well as the San Francisco Sheriff, in which I command all of the police in California. Since there is no other commander, that makes me outrank all of that thereof of the police force of California. Once again, so now I'm going to make sure you all understand this. Since I'm the largest property owner in San Francisco, I have been levied on $5,000 in new fines, my credit destroyed, my property taken without due process, uh, uh, and admonished from my own properties, under which, one of which is the Embarcadero Center, admonished by the San Francisco Police Department, I believe, I'm not sure, but the ruling thereof is you can't admonish a man from his own property. And that's come out now by the San Francisco court on 7 admonishments put forth by these, well, Nazis trying to take over America. So my declaration now is that America is being run and has been run by the Nazis behind closed doors, and we have thereof other things. The Taliban has declared war on America to ensure that my declaration of war as one man upon his country succeeds in making me the President of the United States of America, under which I have conceded to the Taliban to ensure that there is no war between our peoples, and that should instate me thereof as the President of the United States of America by such action, as well as the actions thereof of Japan declaring war on America, stating that its government is now being run by the Nazis, and that both with the Taliban and the Japanese make me the President of the United States of America on the spot with those declarations. So, since there's a problem there, I'm going to I'm going to see San Francisco County, right, and hope that all other counties of the United States of America also as well succeed, and we form a new union under county until such time elections and a new government can be made and brought forth, because the old one is broken. So we have a problem, and again, and that's with my renouncement of my citizenship. When I renounced my citizenship, that caused the United States of America's government to become an invalid government and its currency to become an invalid currency. And this is a yahoo for almost every American, because that means any debt you have is gone. Whatever debt you have, you can't pay back because the currency is now invalid. Okay? So I'm going to have to reissue the dollar and the crown and probably the Canadian dollar all under one intergalactic cryptocurrency at some point. So in the meantime, in that arena, I have to make sure that the whole arena doesn't fall into that of Armageddon without anybody having any money. So I have to ensure that no matter what, we all have enough to eat, a place to stay. And again, as Isaiah, I got to make sure that you feed the naked, clothe the naked, feed the hungry, and shelter the homeless. So as long as that's happened, there'll be no way that you can incite any kind of, war in civil war in there, as long as everyone's well fed, well clothed, and well housed. And I'm going to ensure that that all comes too. So during this period of time, to ensure that that happens, we have been under the falsity of COVID-19 under martial law. The day they send you off work from martial law and on COVID-19 is the day in which every American on their last tax return gets paid thereof in income tax-free until such time I take office. Anyone that wasn't working gets minimum wage. And I'm going to ensure that's going to be a good start to start off and make sure everybody is in a prosperous method mood when this all starts. Okay? So again, with that taking office means you won't owe any more taxes ever. Any back taxes you have are gone. Okay, so this is going to be a real advantage to any American that gets me in there as president, isn't it? Because all of your credit cards are gone and debt is over, and I'm going to reissue the dollar until such time. I'm going to ensure that everyone here gets enough to eat, clothe, and sleep in a place that's nice. Once again, my name is Douglas Attila Jamali, and I am seceding San Francisco County from the state of California, from the United States of America. Here on the stage in San Francisco is the largest property owner thereof and the San Francisco Sheriff Air Squadron Commander. What do you think of that, America? So here's where I go from there. I promise you more services and better of them from this day forward I become president, and no taxes. I hope you heard me. You got to at least give the man a try.